Well, hello then, I do hope you're all well. Now, is this an absolutely brilliant takedown by James O'Brien of Liz Truss's audio leak? Now, James had basically finished his first hour of conversation with his LBC audience about this subject. Well, before the hourly news was about to start, he came out with this fantastic monologue.
So that was leaked yesterday. It comes from 2019, 3 years after the referendum. That is Liz Truss saying it is on the record, I suppose, not that she knew it was going to be on the record when she said it, that the use of Europe and migration during the referendum were completely dishonest tactics, were false answers to the question of how do we improve the country. That should be incredible, right? Regardless of whether you're 52, 48, even if you've got a scarf tied so tightly around your neck that it's cut off the flow of blood to your head, that should be incredible. As a woman who is campaigning to become the second Brexit Prime Minister, so I don't think Theresa May fits into that category, even though Truss voted Remain. She's become more Brexity than Rishi Sunak, who voted Leave. There she is admitting that the whole flipping hill of beans was built upon lies about Europe and migration. I don't know how that makes you feel as someone who voted for it because of Europe and migration. But she thinks you're really, really stupid. I guess in your case she's right. But she thinks you're really, really lazy as well, which I don't believe you are. So that's what she thinks. Okay, that's what she thinks. In fact, listen to that bit again. Crucially, the bit at the end is quite important.
There's a slight thing in Britain about wanting the easy answers. In the referendum, it's like, we say it's all Europe that's causing us all these problems, so it's migrants that are causing these problems, and actually what needs to happen is, a bit more graft. And it's not a problem.
That's incredible. Europe and migrants. Europe and migrants. Wow. Okay. During one of these interminable hustings or debates, Chris Mason of the BBC put to her the line that I've been hitting you over the head with for the best part of a decade. And I want you to listen to this. It's incredible. I want you to notice two things. I want you to notice how easily she lies, how easily she tries to disown the opinion that we know she holds, because I've just played you a recording of her articulating it. And I also want you to notice what's happened to her voice in the last 3 years.
Liz Truss, on your idea of changing the economic orthodoxy, you have talked about this for many years. In fact, you co-wrote a book the best part of 10 years ago that set out some of these arguments. In that book, though, you and your fellow authors talked about, well, our audience here in the room tonight and at home watching and listening as amongst the worst idlers in the world. We work among the lowest hours, we retire early, our productivity is poor. Is that what you're saying to the people who you aspire to vote for?
That's not what I'm saying. And I use
a book you wrote.
Every author wrote a different chapter, and I wrote the chapter on education. That particular chapter was written by Dominic Raab, who's actually supporting Rishi's campaign. Just to be absolutely clear.
So she's lying about her own beliefs. She's throwing a colleague dishonestly under a bus, and she is inflicting further division upon the party that she seeks to lead. And remember, whichever politician you look at, whichever leader you look at how they handle the party and you'll get an idea of how they would handle a country. Whether you're talking about Jeremy Corbyn or Boris Johnson, look at how they handle a party. If they can run a party, they can run a country. If they can't run a party, they can't. Look, that's how she will treat the country. And listen now to this a little bit later in the same debate. So you remember what she said about how Europe was used as a false alarm, really, to explain problems in the country. Now listen to Liz Truss, the same Liz Truss, although I grant you nothing like the same voice, the same Liz Truss 3 years later. The Liz Truss there recorded in 2019 admitting that Europe is used as a false sort of promise, a false deliverer, if you like, of reasons why the country is not in a better state. And now listen to her just a couple of weeks ago.
What Britannia Unchained was about, it was about a belief that Britain could have a better future, and that we didn't just need to simply accept the orthodoxy, the way things have always been done, the bean counting of saying, we have to just accept that nothing will ever change. I believe we can do things differently. I want to change our regulations. I want to get those EU regulations off the statute book.
The front of the woman. So privately, she knows that talking gibberish about Europe is a very good way of offering up false hope that the country can be improved. Privately, she's on tape saying it. Publicly, she's still doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And when it came to it, I was listening live and I thought, oh, make a great video. The only thing, after listening to it again, the only thing I would disagree was the bit when he said, she thinks you're all stupid. It's not that bit, it's when he says, she thinks you're all lazy. And I think those people in the membership, clearly I think they are. I could be wrong, but I get the feeling they are. It's just reading the same old rhetoric from the right-wing media. So that's the only slight disagreement I kind of had. But it's still a great spot, isn't it? I can't remember who said that what she lacks in intelligence, she makes up in ambition, and boy, when it comes to these hustings, she knows her base, doesn't she? She knows the membership. I still remember saying to my wife and my son, you know, it came to the leadership bid when they were all there queuing up, God knows, and I said, if Liz Truss gets in the final two, put your money on her winning. And they both looked at me as if I were nearly carting off to the funny farm. But as most of you lovely people know, and it's incredibly obvious for us, is how incredibly popular is she with the membership, especially when it comes to the Conservative-owned website. And as far as I can make out, now I could be wrong, but no matter how crap they are, how absolutely rubbish these rollover trade deals are for the country, in their eyes I get the feeling she's the only one who gave them the proof that it was the right decision to leave the evil overlords of the EU. Odd, I know, and don't ask me to explain myself because that'll be like proper going down the rabbit hole, but that's how it seems to me. I could be wrong. And that's also why I think when it comes to this audio leak, I don't think it will make one ha'porth of a difference. Ha'porth. Well, is that a Yorkshire word? Oh, I don't know. Let me know anyway. But anyway, do hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.